guys, it's Ahmer here. So today I wanted to recap a little trip that I took out to Game On, Video Games and More in Delaware. So if you're ever in the Rehoboth Beach, Delaware area, you should definitely check out this video game store as they have tons of amazing items, so many cool kiosks, promotional items, and it's just really a great trip down memory lane checking out this awesome store. So let's just go ahead and see what Super Nintendo games I found. Last week we ended off with 355 games for the full complete set of Super Nintendo games that I'm trying to go for. And boy, did I find a couple more at this awesome store, and I really had such a great time. So if you are enjoying this series where I take you guys along with me on my collecting journey and you really love video games, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you never miss out, as I'm constantly uploading more and more, and I can't wait to share all of these awesome scores with you guys. So I just decided to go ahead and hit up this store. Now, every single time that I go in there, it's such a blast. I love seeing some of the video game displays and kiosks that I just don't see every day, and some of the ones that I don't have in my collection. It's really such a great time, as the owners and everyone who works there are just super nice. They're so friendly, and they have some really awesome items. So they had tons of Super Nintendo games that were actually traded in. Now, majority of those were complete in box, and because I have some of those in my collection, or I wasn't necessarily looking for complete in box games, I had to pass on some of them. But they had such amazing games there, and they have some really cool Panasonic 3DO games that actually came in as well. So I'll have to make a trip back out that way and see what games I need on my list. But we'll just go ahead and jump into the Super Nintendo games that I actually scored while I was there. So first up, this game I did not have in my collection. Now, this isn't an extremely cheap game, but it's not expensive or anything either. This is Hit the Ice. So this is kind of their spin on trying to make a hockey-like arcade style version on the Super Nintendo. Now, of course, the arcade action is so much more fun than playing on the Super Nintendo. So this is Hit the Ice. Now, it is kind of like a funny, kind of like interesting way. I can see what they were trying to do, trying to emulate, you know, like NBA Jam, but they just did not quite get there. But still, this is definitely a fun time if you love those hockey games, and especially if you want something that's a little bit different than like your standard hockey game, and something that's a little bit different. So I would definitely go ahead and try this one out, and I'll have to explore it a little bit more and see if I can enjoy it maybe with some friends and just have a good time trying to play through this interesting game. And then next up, you can't go wrong with some of these awesome like TV show style games. You have Family Feud. So this is one that I did not have in my collection, and with having all of these like different game show like TV show style games, this is one that I had to score, had to pick it up. And I remember playing a lot of these different ones back in the day. Game shows were like all the rage. Playing Family Feud, Jeopardy, just all of those different games, even all the way up until like the Wii. I remember playing with like friends and family, just going through the different games like Deal or No Deal, playing all of those like fun times, those like trivia style games. They were always so much fun. So this is one that I still often catch some of the little episodes to this day. So this is definitely more of a nostalgic vibe right here. And I'm curious to know if you guys played this as well, if your family's got these games, you know, to try and like play video games together. And then on to this Super Nintendo game, we have this, I think it's Hale Hole-in-One Golf. So this one was a very interesting take on golf. Now this one was actually pretty enjoyable, especially if you enjoy golf games. It's not really something that I like to spend a lot of my time playing, but I know so many people that have mentioned this game. So this might be one that's like more nostalgic for certain people. One that was a little bit easier to play, easier to like understand and kind of like master. As you had, you know, the greenery, you had some of these like sandbanks. You just had a lot going on with this game, and I felt like this one actually looked pretty interesting, so I can see why people have mentioned this hole-in-one golf game. I had to get these little items here. They have a whole entire section of like promotional items. So this is for Red Dead Redemption 2. So this would have been a cool little like promotional style thing that you would have probably put on some sort of lanyard for this awesome game. This was definitely a fun Rockstar title. I had so much fun playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Just this whole entire, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto feel to it, but with like this whole, you know, Wild West style. This was actually a really great time, and they did this game so well. I'm shocked that, you know, more and more people aren't talking about it to this day. This is really cool, and here it even says pre-order to get the War Horse and Outlaw Survival Kit. So this is a really cool little promotional item. I would have imagined that probably some of the store leaders would have gotten these, had to wear these on like a lanyard, and just trying to like promote this game. These are the really cool items that I just love in my collection. Then on to this right here. So of course this was definitely a nostalgic title for me, and these were in like a dollar bin, so I had to pick them up. We have this Brady Games Strategy Guides, totally unauthorized WWF Warzone Pocket Guide, Become King of the Ring. So this is for the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation 1 version. Now, of course, I've played it on both. I'm more nostalgic to the N64 version, but I just love playing this game. I love how you could be like, you know, going through playing like these whole cage matches up against your friends. They had so many different like options, like these tag team. Really such a great time. It even shows the complete moves list for all 16 wrestlers, secret moves you won't find anywhere else, and detailed crash course of the basics of wrestling, WWF style. So this is really such a great time. And then it shows you all of these really cool moves, kicks, punches. So this would have definitely came in handy back in the day, but as I just kind of went through and just kept playing over and over again, I got so much better at this game, and I really had a blast playing this against all of my friends. So this I had to pick up. And then on to this Switch game. So for the Nintendo Switch, I had to pick up this Elite Edition of Crisis Wing. So I don't know anything about this shoot 'em up style game, but I've heard like mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. They said that it needed like some sort of patch or something. So I'll have to look into that. But this is actually a limited edition out of, it looks like 4,080. So I have number 3,000 and some out of that. So I'm actually looking forward to playing this game, seeing what this shoot 'em up has to offer. I've seen people get it for like other systems as well, but I really I couldn't pass it up. It was a decent deal, and you know, for a brand new Switch game, getting it under like the full 60 or whatever dollars, this is definitely exciting because this is a game that I think I'll be able to play, kind of go through it. It actually looks like an awesome time. I've heard amazing things about the music in this game and just all of this like action, but I've heard that it's like a different pace than what typically, you know, these shoot 'em ups go for. But if you guys have played this game, let me know in the comments below because I'm really looking forward to it and I can't wait to see what it offers. But either way, I was able to score some more Super Nintendo games. So starting with 355 and adding 3 more, we are at 358 out of the 721 or so that I need for this full Super Nintendo set. And the store is just so awesome. If you guys are ever in the Rehoboth Beach, Delaware area, make sure you check them out. They have so much cool stuff. I love the kiosk. Love seeing that cool, you know, it's like several sides where you could put movies on it. PlayStation 3, you know, they have the cool little like Guitar Hero set up on their PlayStation 2 kiosk. Really awesome Xbox kiosk, all of these different standees throughout the entire store. It's just definitely like a throwback and really cool parts of their collection. So I just love going in there, and I'll definitely have to see what kind of awesome expensive games they have behind the counter next time. So what do you guys think about this? Do any of those games bring back nostalgia for you? Just let me know in the comments below, and of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.